Thailand versus Vietnam. Which is a better country to visit? So, let's talk about the similarities and differences on Thailand and Vietnam. The first thing I want to talk about is the weather. Both places have tropical weather, although it does vary a little bit depending on which part. Thailand's weather is tropical in the south and kind of subtropical in the northern region like Chiang Mai. Pretty much all of Thailand has a rainy season and a dry season, and the dry season is like November to April, and the rainy season might be like May to October, something like that. Maybe June. I think May's like the transition month. But anyhow, there's a wet and dry season. I mean, rain could happen anytime, but you are much more likely to get rained on during the rainy season if you've got plans like elephant riding or trekking and you want to avoid rain. I would suggest the dry season for you. But I personally like the rainy season a lot because I think it's very beautiful and very green. Vietnam's weather is a little bit more balanced. I think any time is fair game for rain. Vietnam can get a little bit colder than Thailand. If you go to the far north part of Vietnam, you can see snow up in the mountains like Fancy Pan. It can get a little chilly in Hanoi, maybe not enough for snow, but snow is possible. Another thing I want to talk about are beaches and mountains. Both countries have their fair shares of beaches and mountains. There's a lot more islands in Thailand than in Vietnam, so if you want to do like island hopping, I'd suggest Thailand because you can do like Koh Samui, Koh Tao, Koh Larn, Koh Lanta, Koh Phanang, Phuket. Lots of really beautiful islands in Thailand. Of course, Vietnam, I guess, has a few little islands too, but not as many. When it comes to expenses, both places are very affordable by Western standards, and as an American, I typically have a lot of money both places, for accommodations, for foods, for activities. Your money might go like 4 or 5 times as far as in your country. I think Vietnam is a little bit cheaper than Thailand overall. In terms of food and accommodation, it seemed like I could maybe get a little bit better value for the money in Vietnam than I could in Thailand. Although I do feel like Thailand is maybe a little bit more foreigner friendly and accustomed to dealing with foreigners than Vietnam. Vietnam is the slightly cheaper place, I think. When it comes to food, it's no secret that Thailand has some of the best food in the world. I feel the Thai people have extremely sophisticated tastes in food, sour, spicy, sweet, many different flavor blends, like sweet and spicy. One of my favorite things to eat in Thailand is khao soi, which is popular in Chiang Mai and much of the northern part of Thailand. And fresh fruit shakes are extremely popular in Thailand, much more so than Vietnam. You can get them in Vietnam, but I don't think they're quite as good, and they're certainly not as readily available. The food in Vietnam is good too, but I feel like maybe the food in Vietnam is not quite as easy for foreigners to adjust to. I like the food, but I feel like it's a little bit more exotic and takes you a little bit more out of your comfort zone. When it comes to safety, well, I felt safe in both countries. I think Vietnam might be a little bit safer than Thailand. I felt extremely safe in Vietnam, especially in Hanoi. Hanoi just felt so safe and calm and chill, and everybody seemed really nice. Thailand feels very safe too, but there are some sketchy spots like Pattaya, parts of Bangkok like Khao San Road. That place can get a little rough sometimes. I think Thailand might be a little bit rougher, but it's still safe. But yeah, generally speaking, both places are pretty safe. When it comes to people, the people are extremely nice both places. They love to smile, they love to do nice things for you, they love to help you out when you're lost or in trouble. And I've felt gigantically welcome to both places. Maybe the people in Vietnam are a little bit friendlier, but I've felt very happy to be both places. When it comes to transportation, both countries use the Grab app, which is pretty popular now. I think transportation might be more readily available in Thailand than in Vietnam, especially in the big cities, but it's not that difficult to come by both places. And you can use the Grab app, as I mentioned before. I think it might be a little bit easier to wave down a taxi in Bangkok than like in Hanoi or Saigon. But both countries have trains that go across the country. They both have buses. Bangkok has a subway network, a SkyTrain and MRT. In Vietnam, they're working on some rail networks, but they're not anywhere near as established as they are in Bangkok. So I think Thailand is better on transportation, but they're both okay. All in all, the place that I have chosen to live and spend more time is Thailand, considering I've spent like over 2 years in Thailand and just 1 month in Vietnam. I would say Thailand is my preferred place to live, but I would absolutely love to travel both places. I enjoyed my stay in Vietnam, I've enjoyed my stay in Thailand. There are so many breathtaking and beautiful things to see both places. Both places have many hidden gems. I think Vietnam is a bigger adventure. I feel like there's more mystery left because there's fewer foreigners. Thailand, people have pretty much discovered the whole country and there's not really any mystery left. Thailand is pretty much what's written on the box. I feel like Vietnam has a little bit more of the unknown. At this point, I think I'm about ready to end. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, give a thumbs up, leave a comment below. Check out these links to some of my other videos. Feel the burn for Bernhardt's World and take care to all you wonderful people and stay awesome.